Perfect. So welcome everyone, welcome back, and welcome to those of you who've just joined us to play. Last we left off, the party had made their way towards Blackstaff Tower, where they were going to report their findings of prophecies to the Blackstaff and to encourage favor or some sort of reward. Upon entering into the tower, they were mysteriously transported to another place entirely. A very desolate city with no sense of life around. The party had traveled forward a little bit of a ways to find two children who were seemingly in a bit of distress. After consoling them for a few moments, they discovered that there were apparently monsters in their house and no one around to help them. Worried for the safety of a younger, smaller child still left in the place, the party ventured inside and began to wander its roaming halls, attempting to uncover this monster that the children spoke of, all while a eerily creepy mist surrounded the building. You guys made your way through several floors, finding various haunted creatures and animated suits of armor that came to life and attacked you as you approached. And then you finally made your way upstairs to the uppermost floor of the attic, where you came across a number of ghosts in very similar fashion to the two children that you had met outside. That's funny. Ellis, I believe you have a typo on your AC. Otherwise, we are just stopping the campaign right now. Your AC on the thing.
Typo on my AC.
That's hilarious. I actually can't click on your tokens for some reason. It's very strange.
I don't even see the tokens.
Yeah, I don't see tokens either.
Interesting. Let me move you guys over to a different page and then back. Because you guys had last set yourselves in the chamber where the two corpses of these children were sitting close together. It's very strange that I can't see your tokens. I see them, I can't highlight them. Oh, now I can. I apparently somehow... No, you don't have to redrop. I apparently...
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, apparently somehow they got shifted over. Okay. So, sorry about that. So, after speaking with these two ghosts of these children, you learned that they had been locked into their bed chamber together, and over a period of time, they eventually had ended up starving to death. After deciding to stay a little while, and the children urged you to play with them, you guys noticed that there was a small dollhouse, and along the inside of this dollhouse, as you disassembled it and the older young girl points out certain rooms to you, you guys realize that there are a number of hidden chambers within the house, or at least this dollhouse. You went to investigate one of the nearest ones, which was directly to a wall south of the room you're currently in, and found that it led into a stairwell leading down. And that is where we left off. So you guys had completed a short rest. And after the hour of spending time with the children, is there anything you guys wish to do or talk about prior to heading downstairs?
I think we head down now.
Yeah, hopefully the monster's down there.
We covered everything before I ended the game last week.
Say again?
I think we covered everything before the game ended last week.
Okay. So, as you guys start making your way down the staircase, you notice a couple things. One, it is extremely cramped and it is extremely laden with various cobwebs, actually obscuring the vision heavily as you guys descend down the stairs. And you, Perry, if you had a torch out in front of you or any kind of light source, you actually have to start pushing these webs and breaking them apart as you descend your way down the stairs. It slows your guys' movement a little bit, and then you start to, or you continue on down, and you see that the stairway winds completely down, all the way down past the first floor, into what appears to be some form of a cellar down below. Let me reveal that area for you. Right there. So I will drag you guys over. Who would have went down the stairs first?
That looks suggestive.
Pardon?
That spot you just opened up looks suggestive.
That is correct. That's where the destination goes as you travel down.
I guess that would be the first thing we want.
However you guys want to proceed. Just kind of get you in here for the time being. And I'll open up the space a little bit more since you guys have light. Oops. I went to dynamic because I am awesome.
Do we hear anything that would give us a hint on where to go?
Make a perception check for me. As I pull up my notes. 4. You take a moment to listen in the cramped, dark chambers with which you now have entered, and aside from a cold draft that seems to be emanating from somewhere down these long winding tunnels to your left and the right, you're not picking up anything immediately. But then, as you pause and listen for a moment, you begin to hear this eerie chanting sound echoing off the walls. And it's hard to gauge where it's coming from. But it seems to be surrounding all of you.
Is it in like common or?
It's faint and it sounds conjoined by a large number of people. It's hard to get an accurate guesstimate of what it is or how many, and it doesn't sound like anything recognizable in any languages you guys know. After a few moments of pausing and listening, you guys look behind you actually, and Levi is not there.
Huh?
Levi was walking down the staircase with you guys, and tell him as you kind of just turn around to glance and look behind you, he vanished.
We're down one, guys.
Did you see what happened to him?
No.
He couldn't have just vanished.
Yeah, I don't know. I just looked back. He wasn't there.
No, we don't have time for this.
Yeah, take a quick look at like the steps and walls, make sure, see if there's like a trap door or anything like that.
Sure, make a perception check for me. Okay. Yeah, you take a moment to kind of look at these walls, and the walls themselves are made of stone or rock or some sort of dirt, and you notice that maybe about every 5 or so feet, almost like a mine shaft, there are large pieces of 2x4s that extend up to bracing the sides of the walls, and then they create beams on the top for support for any kind of collapsing rubble to stop from falling, or from the cave tunnels themselves from collapsing in. They are cold to the touch, but not damp, and the ground beneath you is made of the same similar dirt or stone material as you make steps down the hallways. But you're not seeing any signs or indicators of trapdoors or anything of the like. Just a long, narrow hallway to the left and to the right of the stairwell. You can see that there appears to be a couple other paths to choose as you guys proceed.
Which way you guys want to go?
Just check run these corners quick.
Ellis and Eva, make perception checks for me. Okay. So, the two of you...
Sorry, didn't mean to have advantage.
No, it's fine. The first number I took, which is perfectly fine. So, the two of you, having already spoken with Lorelia, and having walked through the brass door yourselves, blackness engulfed the two of you as you immediately stepped through, and then as the door closed behind you and you saw that last faint bit of a smile of attempted reassurance from Lorelia, you guys felt yourselves pulled and thrusted to another place. And then you guys found yourselves seemingly inside a very darkly lit room, or well, a completely dark room. There's no light in this area that you can tell, surrounded by a wooden table, a very long wooden table that seats probably 8 to 10 people, 5 and 5 on both sides. And I will drop your guys' tokens in here.
Is Ellis still moonwalking?
Momentarily, until after you guys were teleported to the room, you fall slightly backwards and then fall into the seat of this table that you guys were walking towards. So let me get your tokens on the map and reveal that area for you, because I believe you both have dark vision, don't you? Or no? I know you do. Ellis
David does.
Ellis is seeing in darkness right now.
So just complete blackness for you, right? Okay, perfect. Because
You're... Ava, can you see? I know you can see. Where are we?
We're at a table.
We're at a table? Okay. I start feeling around.
Okay, give me 1 second
I
to
need some lights.
reveal this area for you.
It looks like a dungeon or a cellar.
So yeah, so Ava, you would be able to see this. But as you guys pause for a moment and listen, the two of you hear up in the distance to the north of you. Ellis, you actually pick it up first. Your senses, your hearing picking up stronger with your eyes being completely blacked over. But you hear light conversation and a faint light source coming from the northern hallway.
It looks like our recording's gonna be over there. Alright, I will... Ava, do you see any, like, torches or anything? I'll try and fiddle through my bag, which I cannot see, and try and light a torch with materials I also cannot see.
Ava hops up so that she can easily get behind Ellis and looks down the hallway, which it looks like she has clear line of sight down.
Correct.
Well, I'm gonna keep going in the direction I want it to go. Just right
Absolutely.
here.
Absolutely. So as you make a right down this chamber, you can see that it actually splits off to two different sides, to the north and south, and I'll just reveal this entire area if I click on the right one. So in this chamber here, you can see that, is this the right number? I believe it is. Yes. You see that there are 2 chambers in here. There's a blank, to the north, one room contains a blank stone slab that's meant to seal a crypt that you see lying against a nearby wall. The crypt appears to be open and empty. To the south there, in the secondary room, you can see that there is another stone slab, and it too is also leaned up against a nearby wall. The crypt in itself is empty, and there's etching into the lid of this slab. And as you get closer to take a look at it, you can clearly see the name Walter Durst.
Oh, this poor child. Oh,
And there's nothing in the coffin.
Make an investigation check. In the meantime, Ellis and Eva, you guys, managed to work together to try to light a torch if you need be. And Ellis, now you do have a torch lit in your hands, illuminating the room around you.
Rad.
Ava draws her rapier and gestures meaningfully at the north hallway.
That way? Alright, I'm following you.
Okay. You guys can move your tokens up as need be, but as you guys continue up through the northern tunnel, you can see now that the light is flickering, and it seems to be fading off to the right side of the chamber of the hallway itself. Just light dancing off the sides of the walls and the woodwork that seems to be lining and holding this place up. Eva, you would notice that there are 2 chambers to the left and right of you, or hallways, I should say. Let me reveal that area for you.
Do I catch the tail end of any of them entering the...
You do. You do see, as you're proceeding forward, you do see that there appears to be 2 humanoid figures that are walking in that direction, following the light source as well.
I'm just going to keep sneaking.
Sure. Make a stealth check for me, if you guys are trying to be quiet about it.
I at least am.
All right. Ellis, are you...
Sure, if she's stealthing, I'll do the same,
Okay.
but not very well.
Sure.
Ava looks back and glares.
Hurry. I can't see very well.
He is
So-
holding a fire, so that's
Yeah.
not very...
So, Perry and the rest of you, as you guys are making your way into these 2 crypts, into this chamber here, after a few moments of looking through and Perry, shouting out to the group, hey, this says Walter Durst on it, but these things appear to be empty, you do hear, let's see, Perry, your investigation 7. Yeah, so, taking some time to look through the inner lids, the interior of the crypt itself, it appears to be extremely well made. It appears to have lavish etchings on the sides of the crypt, and it appears to be lined with a very nice fabric. But taking a look along the walls and inside the linings of the crypt, you're not finding anything, unfortunately. And it's about that time that you're able to, all of you, hear sounds like stones being accidentally or kicked down the hallway that you had just crossed over.
Calarian, take point. We got enemies afoot.
Is that
Alright.
Levi?
I guess I'll poke my head out in the hallway.
Sure, yeah, you... Go ahead.
Eva has ducked into this little alcove next to the staircase and allowed Ellis to pass her.
Yeah, absolutely. Clarion, make a perception check for me. Okay. Clarion, you step out into the hallway as the... are you carrying a light source as well, or were you just using Talon parries?
Berries.
Okay, so with what light is shining off down into the hallways, you do see just walking up as uh, quietly as possible, but with a torch in hand, which actually would illuminate the area around you. You see, and Ellis, if you would like to describe your character, please.
Uh, yeah, I am wearing kind of a white robe, but it's yeah, it's a little close to what my character looks like. Kind of white robe that's a little a free, kind of like a wizard's robe. And then it has a hood they're decorated a little bit, but it's pretty cheap, and the robe is pretty dirty. Um, Other than that, kind of just carrying around a small backpack. Um, and am I have a torch in one hand, and in the other hand I have a hammer, and it's pretty big. I could mess you up with this hammer if I hit you with it. It's like it looks almost dwarven make. Um, it's kind of like made of made of stone, bulky stone, almost like Thor's hammer, but weighted not very well. Uh, Blue eyes, white ruffled white hair, and pretty pale skin. Looks human-esque. And I just wave my torch like I'm waving my hand. Hey, are you the people who are getting messed up in here?
Define messed up.
Well, this lady told us that you were getting messed up in here and that you needed help. So, I'm here to help.
She could send you here, but you couldn't take us back. Well, at least somebody's here to help us. This is crazy.
Something about this being a maze that you gotta escape, but you have to beat it first like a game. Anyways, me and my friend's pretty sneaky, so I don't know where she is right now. But she's here too.
Ava pops her head out and extends her hand, the one that is not holding a rapier.
Perfect. If you you guys all see this female approach from the side chamber, extremely close to you, Clarion, and Ava, if you want to describe your character.
Right. Ava's character art is actually surprisingly what she was imagined to look like. Although she's a little smooshed in her token, she's not smooshed in game. Other than the smooshness, she is wearing leather, but also pieces of an entertainer's outfit that look like they have been neglected to be put away from where she was previously dressed. Like her armor was somewhat hastily donned. She's wearing holding a rapier in one hand, wearing a lute on her back, along with a short bow. She has blue eyes, mousy brown hair down to her shoulders, slightly tan, is not wearing a hat, about medium height, and a typical build.
Ellis is also about medium height and has a pretty average build.
What's medium height?
5'5" for Ava. She's a half elf.
Ellis is like 5'10".
You guys know what? Anything about where we are?
Do we know where you are? Do we like really know where they are?
You do know exactly where they are, as per our discussion. You know that
Yeah.
they're in the tower. You know why they're in this chamber, and you know why Lorelia sent you to help them.
You guys don't know why you're in here?
No.
You're being tested.
Yeah, what she said. Something to make
What?
sure you're good protectors or what. I don't know. I'm getting paid to do this.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Not very
You're
much.
not getting paid? Well, that's a bust. Ha. Anyways, well. So, what's the mission? Are we hitting stuff? I'm pretty good at hitting stuff.
You're the ones that know more than us. We just showed up here.
How did you get here?
We
Went through a
appeared.
bronze door.
I know how we got here, Ellis.
Oh, I'm gonna get confused with all the voices.
I had to do that.
It'll take some getting used to. Sorry.
We appeared. We were heading to the Blackstaff, and all of a sudden we're here. But if it's a maze we have to complete, let's complete the maze.
Radical.
And if you want me to elaborate, Ellis, I can. And Eva.
Yeah, that might be helpful. I don't remember.
Sure, no problem. So, you guys standing there within the hallway of this dank, dark area, and having met these two strange individuals who just appeared out of nowhere, they begin to explain to you that you guys are still in Blackstaff Tower, although being tested, as it were. And Tizio, you would know when they mention this name, but Lorelia Hassard, she is the assistant slash heir to the Blackstaff itself in the event that the Blackstaff were to pass on. And she had found out that the tower had decided of its own volition to test the group of you upon entering into Blackstaff Tower to ensure that you guys were of good nature, of determination to aid Waterdeep and its denizens should the need arise. And Eva begins to get into more detail about how you guys have been unconscious in Blackstaff Tower for the better part of 24 hours now. And there's been some worry and concern from Lorelia as the current Blackstaff, Vara, is not here. She went to go take care of something else. With that, Lorelia, having minimal control over the tower, sent Ellis and Eva into the tower's test to aid you in completing this so that you would not be deemed unworthy.
And so, after offering us a pathetically small amount of gold to come and help you, here we are.
I mean, it's not bad for what they usually pay, but yeah,
This
it's okay.
This is true.
I mean, this can't be that hard, right? We're just, what is this, a tower? We just gotta get to the top of the tower. So let's do that.
We have to go down.
Yeah, we've been
we're
working our
going
way
down?
down.
So,
Oh.
was there anything back where you came from?
Just a table.
And a few other hallways.
Well, there appears to be a staircase back here.
Yeah, and Eva, you would have noticed this when you started to survey the room a bit more. Along from this long, what you can only imagine would be some sort of a wooden picnic table or dining table of sorts, all across the floor were scattered bone shards and fragments of bone. But you were distracted by the sounds of conversation and light emanating from the northern hallway that you had immediately set off to find those people instead.
Probably would have led with that. Someone was having a bone picnic in the other room.
There's something alive down there?
Just bones.
Ah,
Have you guys seen any strange creatures roaming around or anything?
Not other than you folk.
Harry side-eyes Calarian. Sees the strangest thing in here.
Well, I'm gonna head downstairs. There's gotta be
It's gotta be the right way.
Okay.
It is a maze. We might have to go down in order to go up.
Quite possibly. So, Perry, go ahead and make a perception check for me as you make your way down this small dirt staircase. Okay. So, as you enter into the next chamber here, you can see that there appears to be a wooden table with 4 chairs that stand around the northern side of this room. And then it appears to be empty. There doesn't appear to be anything currently resting on the table. And then you do notice that there appear to be 4 smaller alcoves or bed chambers, as it were, to the south. Each of these chambers appear to have some sort of like straw bedroll that seems to be extremely dilapidated and not in use. Bits of straw and bits of mold and straw just strewn about in various areas.
Man, how many places to eat do they need?
You do notice that further to the west appears to be another staircase leading down.
Are the beds like empty?
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy.
They're mimics. No, I'm joking. You take some time to look at them, and the pillows that are resting upon them, they appear to be extremely brown stained, and completely like sagging in the middle. You can see that there a few of them actually have bits of like maggots or materials just like kind of buzzing around on the insides. They don't appear to be in any kind of serviceable use whatsoever. They just appear to have been thrown there on these makeshift pallets. So they're not completely resting on the floor, but they look extremely dilapidated.
And you said there were more stairs that head down.
Correct. To the west.
Further down.
Speed in the game. I like it.
Okay. As you make your way down here, let me reveal the area. You would eventually be able to see all of this with the light. And then, as you get into this area, you guys can see that there is a 4-foot diameter well or shaft with this 3-foot high stone lip that descends maybe 20 or 30 feet or so into a water-filled cistern in the center. There's a bucket that hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeam above the well. There are 5 side rooms that appear to be currently empty. Let's see. Each room contains a wood-framed bed with a moldy straw mattress and a small wooden chest. Each of these chests in the room, as you take some time going through each of them, they appear to each have a rusty padlock on them.
Ava peers down the well.
Sure, make a perception check.
Bountiful luck.
Ava does not see the well.
Well, he has bountiful luck, so you can re-roll that. No, Talum, I told you, you're inside an astral dreadnought. We talked about this.
True.
So Ellis and Ava told us that
Re-roll,
we're in a dream,
Ava.
basically.
No, they didn't. You're not in a dream. You are. So they explained to you that Blackstaff Tower. Nice roll. Blackstaff Tower has a sentient ability to it. The tower itself can choose to alter the design and layout of the interior of the tower to its will, other than the actual current Blackstaff and to a minor extent the heir to the Blackstaff. So from what you can gather from the conversation that Ellis and Ava had explained to you, you are within the tower, within this pocket dimension that is completely constructed by the tower itself.
Okay. I thought I heard talk of unconscious bodies.
Correct. Yeah. Your presence or your essence, your soul, has been, from what you can best understand, separated from your physical bodies. That is why when you guys arrived here, you did not feel that same exhaustion that you all had from previously climbing the mountain. Peering down into the well, you can see that there is, down maybe about 15 or so feet, some clear water that seems to be just resting in a pool. Whether it's drinkable or stagnant, filled with bacteria, you're not entirely sure. The rope and pulley mechanism that's connected to the bucket that dangles just above the lip of the well, the rope itself appears to be fine. The mechanism above appears to be rusted a bit over time, with condensation building up and drifting from below. But you're not seeing anything of much interest down at the bottom.
Hey, you want to do your thing with the locks, or should I do my thing with the locks?
You have a thing?
I'll do my thing with the locks.
Okay, which room do you go to first?
I'll go to the room that he's right in front of.
This one here? Oh, let me change that again. Yep,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so the
Thank you.
northeast.
Okay. Go ahead and make a... So you see a small personal foot chest at the end of the bed, which does have a rusty iron lock on there. If you're trying to pick that lock, go ahead and make a dexterity check with your thieves' tools, because I'm pretty sure you're proficient with. Very nice. Yeah. So you all watch as Eva just swiftly bends down in front of this iron lock, and with one hand just reveals a quick set of tools of various shapes and sizes, and she begins digging into the center of this rusty lock, and with very minimal effort you hear a small click, and the lock just completely falls into pieces onto the floor, and the lock is now removed.
I open the chest.
Okay. Make a no, I'm joking. Inside this chest, you find a couple things. First, you find that there is 11 gold and 60 silver inside a pouch made of a very withered skin. It's extremely weird looking. You're not entirely sure what kind of animal this would be, but you can make a nature check to find out.
Do that. That's not going to work.
13. Okay. Taking a moment and thinking about it, it's extremely, it's cured into leather. It is supposed to resemble leather, but as you inspect it and you feel it, you start to notice that there are porous bits on the leather, and you can see faint bits of remnant hair and other oddities, sunspots and things like that. This appears to be a pouch made of human skin.
Ew.
I found a gross person bag full of how much?
There's 11 gold and 60 silver.
10 gold and 60 silver.
To the rewards. You guys said you're not getting paid, so we might as well just increase our pay, right? Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Let's see. Perry
Well, because we're all
Calarian.
construction, will this even count? We even get to keep our money?
Perry Calarian, Talum, go ahead and make perception checks. Yeah, no, unfortunately. But yeah, you can see that this reminds me of Soren. You can see that there you can see that there is a she Eva is holding out what appears to be a pile of 10 gold pieces in one hand and 60 silver in the other. She kind of dumps them all into a back into the bag or another pouch, what have you.
I'll hand it to Ellis while everyone is being indecisive, and go to the other rooms to see if they also have chests in them.
Yeah, which room do you want to go to?
I will go to. I can move this one next. We'll just work our way around the room.
Sure, go ahead and make.
I'm gonna get bored the fact that it's going a little slow, and I want to do my thing with chests on
You
this
bet.
one.
Alrighty. So go ahead and make another dexterity check using your thieves tools, Eva. And for you, Ellis, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Can I do same thing on the southern
You
chest?
sure can. Do you have thieves tools, Tizio, or are you trying to just force it open?
No, I do have thieves.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check with your thieves tools.
You want a
Ellis.
strength check or like an attack roll?
Just this would just be a strength check. I mean, you don't really need to roll to attack because it's not moving.
Sounds good.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah. All three of you, Eva, you have a little bit more difficulty with this rusted lock. It appears to be a lot more rust and corrosion on the inside than the previous one. It took you a little bit longer to pop open, but let's go through the list. In this foot chest, you can see that there appears to be 3 stones. These dark green stones, and they're folded inside a black piece of cloth. You're not entirely sure what these stones are or if there are any precious gems or materials. For you, you could probably make a intelligence check to see if you can determine what they are. Okay. They're pretty. They are green, and you imagine that if they were locked in a box, they might be worth something. But you could just write down 3 green gems for now. Ellis, you walk in there, and you're with your bit of impatience to it, and a little voice in the back of your head says, "Come on, let's go." You go ahead and you just slam your warhammer against the side of the lock, and no problem, Clarion. It pops right off, and you can see that within this chest there appears to be a black leather eye patch with a, I want to say it's yellow. I cannot spell, apparently. No, it is red. You can see that there's a black leather eye patch with a very mute-looking stone in the center. It's sewn into the eye patch itself. So you can mute, like it's not. There's no shine to it. It's like a dull red color.
Well, that looks cool. I'll grab it and put it in my pocket.
You bet. Tizio,
Yes.
as you quickly work and pop this lock off, you can see that this locker is a little bit longer than the other ones that you saw in the first 2 rooms. And as you open it up, you can see that there is a very well crafted, with a very nice silver sheen to it, a short sword. So you can write down a silvered short sword. It looks very finely made.
Is it very finely made?
Yes.
No design or anything like that, like a maker's mark?
Make a investigation check for me. Okay. You personally haven't worked with a lot of forging of metals before, so a lot of the indicators of who might have crafted it or any kind of names etched into the side. You do know that most forgers, and Perry could probably chime in with that, is that they don't like scribe their name on the hilt or in any kind of visible way. It's more or less the way the metal is folded, the way the forge is used to make this. But you're not finding any kind of indicators of who it might be or some kind of family crest or anything like that. Perry, are you trying to pop a lock too? I didn't see you.
No. So I was just gonna say, did Perry see Tizio pull out the short sword?
Yes. If you were
So
walking by him.
Perry's definitely gonna be interested.
Sure. If you want to take some time
And
to
try and grab it and take a look at it.
Give me that.
Hey, I found
Leave
it.
this to the professionals.
make a investigation check with advantage.
I'm going to the last room while they're doing that. Ava's
for
going
it.
to the last room.
Okay.
Whichever that is.
I will join you in the last room.
Sure.
'Cause now I'm excited that there's treasure in all of them.
Perry, taking a moment to just kind of quickly look through, and as you're holding the sword in one hand and your light source in the other, it is well made, but you could definitely tell right off the bat that it is a ornamental piece of weaponry, not something that would be particularly useful in combat. It appears that the material used to forge this particular sword was of a higher quality silvers. Even the black leather that's wrapped around the hilt seems to have been very finely cured and dyed, and there's been a lot of care and precision into making it. You're not sure who might have forged this, but it's very well crafted, and it could probably fetch for quite a bit of coin if sold to the right place.
So you'll see, Perry looking it over, and then he's gonna like hilt. He's gonna hand it hilt first to Tizio and be like,
Well, it's a fine blade, but it'll make more of a talking piece on the Haunted Inn than any battle you'll see for it. But maybe we can find another piece for it. Put a little display at the Haunted Inn.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, we can say we slayed a mimic with this or something, and tell a little fake tale underneath and how it saved our lives. That'll get people talking there.
Sure.
as he walks away.
He was gonna like act like he knows what he's doing and kind of twirl it and kind of put it on his back.
Sure, you can roll a performance check if you like, or the deception, your choice. If you're trying to boast or that you are good with swords, I mean you don't drop it or fumble. You take some rather larger swings, and maybe Ellis would recognize, and Calarian would probably be like, could be a little more efficient, but you're able to swing it and get a feel for its weight and carry it as needed. Eva, as you make your way into this final chamber here, you find that there is another chest with an iron lock. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Okay.
Yep.
With all the excitement of the treasure and everything that everyone's going through, and the rush to try to get back into this last chamber here to see what's inside, you're having a bit of difficulty with this one. You thought you were following the same tumbler mechanisms that the other rooms had, but it doesn't seem to be hitting the right spot. You're not sure if there's too much rust, or if there's something that might have fell off inside that might have caused it to break.
I shout out, Ellis, come hit this really hard.
Almost before you move out of the way, but y'all come whack.
Sure, make a strength check for
Whack
me.
it. Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah, you rush in there, and you try to push Eva to the side so you have enough room to swing, but she was taking her time, and you weren't able to get that full arc, and you come slamming down on the lock. It doesn't seem to be budging, man.
Yep. This one is a tough one.
It's clearly magic.
clearly magic.
While all this has been happening, can I have been casting Detect Magic in the corner?
You sure can. Are you ritual casting it?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, no problem. It would probably take you. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's see here. Just
Can
double
I
check.
can I try and like, instead of breaking the lock, can I try and break the chest in?
Make an attack roll.
Attack roll.
I don't know, man. This you were a little flustered that the lock was so resilient, especially with your maul, and you go to swing down on the top of it, and it caves in a little, but it doesn't completely collapse. It doesn't appear to have opened up all the way necessarily. But you put a good sized dent into the wood. Talum, as you take a moment to concentrate on the energies around you, you feel the spell activate and you open your eyes to look around. You don't notice any magical items coming from the rooms or the locks or the chests themselves. I would say you do notice the same enchantment that you are familiar with Perry's Warhammer. And you do notice that there is a... Ellis, what kind of jewelry is it?
It's just it's a ring on my left
Okay.
my left middle finger.
Okay. Wonderful place to have it. You do notice that there is a faint bit of, I want to say it was, off the top of my head, silvery white aura coming from Ellis's fingers. But you're not
Okay.
noticing anything from the rooms. I'll pull
But
up the
nothing
right...
anybody's pulled out has been lighting up or anything?
Correct.
And you said silver?
Silvery white. No, I apologize. Now I'm looking at it. A white aura, pure white.
So divination, okay.
No, it's not. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Wow, I can't read. Yeah, no, it's illusion. It's opaque.
Oh, okay.
So you're getting off a radiating aura, but it has no color.
Interesting.
Sorry
Cool.
about that.
Tizio is gonna hear. He's nearby. He hears the kind of commotion going on with the. They're having issues with the chest apparently. He's gonna walk over and he's gonna see Ellis try to break it open, and I'm just gonna stretch out my arm, and my gauntlet gets into powers up, and I'm gonna do a firebolt at the lock.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Wah, wah.
You know, there's always something that causes damage. Well, and the DC was lower too, unfortunately. Yeah, so you squeeze your way into the room and you release this firebolt at the from your gauntlet, and it strikes onto the lock. But now the lock appears to be slightly cauterized. Probably almost impossible to open at this point.
I like slightly dodge out of the way. I'm like, whoa, dude, you got magic? That's rad.
There's always that one
This
D&D
is way better
campaign.
than magic.
Yeah, Ellis, this is something you've never seen before. You've seen people shoot fireballs from their bare hands. This appears to be some type of machinery or mechanism that came out of the metal gauntlet in Tizio's left hand. There appears to be some sort of bright red shiny stone, very different from the one you see in the eye patch, and you watched as he expanded all 5 fingers, and the stone emanated a even brighter glow before releasing this fire energy.
Yeah, Ellis still thinks it's magic. And he's impressed.
Wonderful. So the lock appears to be completely unpickable at this point because it is now slightly melted with fire. The chest is damaged. But what do you guys want to do?
Perry has already been like moving on. He's just walking upstairs at this point. He's like,
Okay.
I didn't come here to loot. So.
Sure. So, Perry, as you are continuing on down this, now you can see that there's basically a split level staircase going down, and then it rests at a platform, and then it goes back up on the opposite side. You notice that there appears to be another heading south, long hallway. Why does it keep doing hide when I click reveal? It's so silly. Fog of Worth, the best. That's weird. Hold on. 1 second, sorry. There we go. You do see that there is another extremely long hallway, which at the end of it appears to be another set of stairs leading down.
Can I take a good look at Ellis?
Sure. Okay, let me, because I don't have, hold on.
What exactly are you trying to look for?
Just trying to look at you.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, I'll give you a better description of them. Give me 1
Well,
second.
no, I don't. What I'm trying to look is there like an illusion active on him?
Make an Arcana check. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ellis, go ahead and roll just a d20 for me. Okay. Tell him best you can tell. It. This is actually interesting. Best you can tell, there does appear to be some sort of illusionary magic around Ellis, but you're not entirely sure what portions of him are affected by this illusion, if not the entirety of him. But you definitely understand that the ring that was emanating magic through detect magic appears to be emanating and cast upon him.
Interesting. Okay.
So Perry, yes, as you make your way down this set of wooden or dirt steps, you do see that there is a long corridor that heads down here.
Perry's gonna like look downstairs, and just call it.
I found another long hallway. And this has got to be the right way.
As he heads down.
Okay. So let me double check one thing.
I'm standing in the back. I'm just gonna take one look at the chest and then flip it off, and then I'll keep moving.
Gotcha. So Perry, because unfortunately your passive perception is not high enough, I need you to make just a dexterity saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. Oof.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, where's the check for that? Okay, so as you were walking down this hallway, it actually there gets to a point in the center of the hallway where it appears to be void of any dirt or dust, and as your foot lightly presses onto the center of this tile or this slab of dirt, it drops open, and you end up actually falling. You fall down into this 10-foot deep pit, and you can see down at the bottom of this pit there are bits of jagged wooden spikes that are stuck all along the sides, and you end up getting scraped up pretty badly as you fall and land prone. You take just 1d6.
Can Ava attempt to grab him before he falls?
Were you right behind him when he did it?
I wasn't. I was 2 spots behind him.
Then I would say no.
No.
You would take 4 points of piercing or bludgeoning damage from the fall, and then it's actually a little bit more from the spikes that scrapes you. Additional 8 from the jagged spikes that are lining the entire sides of the walls as you fell down it.
Okay.
Hey, Barry, you need a rope?
I could use a bandage right now. Shit.
Quick character question. What weapons and or like stature does Calarian seem to have?
Clarion, would you like to describe?
Sorry, I just got back. I spilled pop all over my desk. I had to clean it up.
Oh no.
So I'm not sure what's going on right this second.
Perry fell down a hole, and Ellis is attempting to look at your physicality and get a better sense of who you are or what kind of weapons you're carrying, if I understood that correctly.
Yep.
So basically, if you want to describe your character to him.
I'm pretty strong, but not super strong. Yes. How does he describe the character?
I'll let you clean up your soda. So taking a look at Calarian, you see that he is a rather tall, probably a little bit taller than you, Dragonborn, which you have seen a couple throughout the city in your time. But he is of various shades of silver and maybe faint bits of gray here and there. You can see that there is a large symbol emblazoned on the front of his chest plate, and he wields is just on his shield, thank you, on his shield that he carries, and then he carries also a long sword which is currently sheathed to his side. You can make a religion check to try to identify the symbol if you like. You got it, tell him.
I'm good.
Okay. Sure. Yes, so you guys are able to make your way, Perry, you're able to make your way back up with Talum's help and with Eva behind, and they just kind of hoist you back up. Not too much of a problem. And then you watch as once you guys got back up, the trap itself seems to have slid back closed. But you're able to easily tell the rest of the party, hey, watch out for this. And they'll just have to get a bit of a running start to jump over it.
This is the tracked way. Maybe there's a different way.
Barry's out.
Well, when you did get down to... Why does it keep doing that? When you did get down to this portion of the hallway, Perry, you would have seen more stuff. So let me reveal that for you. I apologize. You would have seen that there was another hallway and stairwell leading to the east, and then at the foot of the stairwell to the south, it seems to have curved around and went further down. Pardon.
Looks like it keeps going.
All right, let's go.
So are we able to avoid the trap now?
Now that it's been triggered, yes, you guys are made aware of it, and just with a quick run, and since all of you, I believe, have a strength score higher than 10, you should be able to. Do you not?
No.
Okay, well for
I
you,
have a 10.
well 10 would be enough, but if you have a base strength of 10, you can jump over. Talum, you'd have to make a athletics check. Ooh, just barely, huh?
I guess Perry will jump over it.
Sure. Yeah, easy enough to do. There you go. Simple enough. So yeah, you're able to leap back over if you need to. It's only a 5-foot hop. So, which way do you guys want to go?
I mean, looks like farther down is a good option.
Yeah, that's a dead end over here, right?
Well, no, actually, looking down the hallway with the light sources that you guys have, let me reveal that a little bit more for you. You actually see that there appear to be two additional corridors here and here. So I can just do this, I guess.
Ava will slip in that direction, trying to both be sneaky and also walking extremely slowly in case there's another pit of spikes.
Okay, make a perception check for me. Okay. Taking some time to traverse down the hallway. There, to the best you can tell, does not appear to be any traps in this hallway.
So, was the trap at the bottom of the stairs?
No, the trap was in the middle of the hallway, right
Oh,
about where
okay.
Kalarian is currently standing. But we're imagining he's not standing on it.
No. I'm gonna look around the corner down the first hallway on the right there.
Okay. As you start making your way down and you get to about this point, you can actually see just from the catty corner perspective the dining hall that you had originally found yourself in. So you kind of have a rough estimate of, oh, okay, hey, this kind of circled around. As you get closer towards this corridor, that the chanting that you guys have been hearing, that ominous presence that has been echoing through the halls, it appears to be getting noticeably louder when you approach this area. Yep.
I'm gonna peer down that south hallway, but not come from behind the wall.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. Nice. So, it keeps hiding stuff on me when I don't want it to. So, as you peer down that hallway, it does not appear to have anything other than more wooden 2x4s that seem to brace the hallway and the ceiling above. And then you can see that maybe about 15 or so feet down, it actually seems to extend to the east. But you're not seeing anyone, but the sound of chanting does seem to be growing louder down that hallway. You're not entirely sure how far down or where it's coming from.
Can I send my hawk with a ball bearing down the stairs to my left? To the north? I
You
guess.
sure can. Let me grab your token.
Just have a hawk?
Yeah, and he comes from nowhere.
What?
Oh, you already got him. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so you send him down, and he actually arrives down here. So let me reveal, and then you tell me how far you want him to go. I keep clicking reveal. Go ahead.
If you see that, I'll probably just you see me peek, and I'll kind of like turn my head to the right, and look like I'm speaking in my hood, and I'll just say, "It's all right, Sarah. She won't eat you." And that's it.
Awesome. There you go, tell him.
Okay.
So, and I can read off to you. Make a perception check for me, though, with the hawk's perception.
Did it roll?
I didn't see it. There it goes, 13. Okay, so...
I'll try to have him like peek his head around the corner so you can see a little bit.
Sure. Okay, so the first thing you notice as you traverse down this hallway, the echoing of chanting that you guys have been hearing, it fills this entire chamber. You can, through the hawk's ears, you can hear maybe a dozen or so voices just chanting over and over, "She is the ancient, she is eternal. She is the ancient, she is eternal." But you're not seeing anyone in the vicinity. You can see all along the walls of this chamber small little alcoves, and each of these alcoves have different objects resting upon them.
Do I recognize any of them?
With that perception roll and you just trying to barely peek around the corner, it's a little hard to make out. You'd
I'll
have to get
fly a little
closer.
bit more in if I
Sure.
don't see anything alive.
Okay, yeah, you didn't see anything living when you flew down there. So just doing a quick pass over and then maybe just landing in the center briefly, you can see that each of these alcoves have various different things. You can see that there's a knife in one. You can see that there's some kind of varnished looking orb. You can see that there's some kind of a long bone shaped thing it's, it's extremely weird to look at. It's almost like a long hooked pipe, but it seems to be made out of some kind of bone. You can see that there's a cloak that seems to be folded and resting. You see a frog on a stick that's been splayed open. Its inside's missing. You see there's a satchel on one altar or one alcove. You see that there's another alcove with what appears to be like some kind of wooden statue that looks almost like a mummy or something with like arms crossed over the chest. You can see a shrunken, shriveled up head of some sort of creature. You can see that there appears to be a small wooden coffer there, and just various other items. And each one is resting in the center of each of these alcoves.
Interesting. I'll snap them out of existence and tell the party what I see.
Sure.
And then cast light on a new ball bearing.
You bet.
Man, I wish I had magic. That seems cool, dude.
It's pretty useful. What do you do?
What do I do? I mean, I use this, and I'll hold up my hammer. And in tricky situations, and then you see my mouth stop moving, and then in your head you hear, I also do this.
That was cool.
You hear a female voice resonate through within your mind, almost similar to when the Black Staff spoke to you.
But don't tell anyone that. I try to keep that on the down low, you know. Anyways,
You might have to show me how you do that sometime.
yeah, sure. Ava, you see anything?
I'll yell back to Ellis, assuming he hasn't crossed the trap. Well, I guess I don't know if
I
he's
mean,
crossed it.
you don't have to drag tokens throughout the map if you don't want to. I'm just kind of narrating as you guys go. Just tell me where you guys are going so I can narrate.
I'll call back that there's another pair of hallways down this way, and that he can go back through the bone room if he goes straight from the stairs.
Where we started, alright. That's disappointing. We're going in circles. Where's the thing where we're not going in circles and we're like traveling forward?
So Ava will wait for Ellis. If he comes back around, she'll start walking. Or if any of the other characters come back around, she'll start going through this hallway quietly and very slowly checking for traps.
Okay. Yeah, you do see that, Perry and Calarian and Talon, and Tizio, they start congregating up, walking up the stairs as best they can, just giving you a little bit of space. And go ahead and make a perception check for me. Okay. Yeah, so as you travel along this southern corridor, you get maybe 10 or so feet down. The chanting, again, it seems to be echoing louder coming from the southern portion in which you're traveling, but you're not entirely sure if it's actually coming from the south of this corridor or somewhere else. And it's especially weird because, like Talum had just told the group, there was even louder chanting, audible chanting down in the room below. Let me pull that number back up. Okay. And so as you make your way about maybe halfway down this corridor, this before you reach the next intersection, um, four figures begin to slowly rise out of the ground, and then this ghostly image of these skeletal figures of bone and decay, all covered in these black robes, start to moan loudly and begin to swing at you and attack. And I need everybody to roll initiative. Let me clear the old initiative. 1 second. Perfect. And let's click on that first one and get him in
I
the
rolled,
initiative
but I don't
order.
think I popped up in the turn order.
You have to click on your token and then hit the initiative, but just click on your token, hit the initiative, and then you can edit it back to 10. So we'll just get you back at 10. There you go. Let me pull up their character sheet so I can get them to roll. Perfect. Oh, let me redo that. Beautiful. The Joe
Did you say
is
3 or 4 creatures came in?
4. There's one, because of the way the tokens are, actually, Eva would slide down one more square when it started. There you go.
Gotcha.
See all 4 now?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So, with that, Calarian, you hear this loud moaning sound as Eva gives out a slight shriek of surprise. What do you do?
Well, I'll move down over here.
Okay.
And I think I'll swing at the one below me.
Go for it. This first one here?
The one right below me.
Oh, okay. Number 3. Gotcha. Nice hit. Oh, yeah, definitely. You reach back with your longsword, having known now that this place is holding on to quite a bit of undead creatures, and you've prepared yourself a lot better for it, and you go ahead and you slice down with your weapon, and it seems to carve through, doing quite a bit of damage to it. And it kind of recoils back and goes, "Ah!" And it just looks at you very angrily.
Can I add on a Divine Smite?
You sure can.
Yeah.
Additional 13 points. Very nice. Yeah, as that radiating blast emanates through the edge of your blade, it pulses through this creature's body, and it recoils from the shine of the light, and then it looks back at you, and it's extremely angry. Its claws and teeth bared, and it's flickering in and out of existence. It's pretty hurt.
Okay.
Pally life. Does that end your turn? You want to stay where you are? Move. Bonus action.
I don't think I have bonus action moves that I can use.
Okay.
So that'll be it.
All right. Perry.
All right, Perry. Up here, kind of like imposing on.
A little
Who
hard.
is
Yeah.
that?
That's Tizio.
That is Tizio? Okay.
Yeah.
Imposing on Tizio's space with my halfling traits will you'll hear him call out to Maradrin.
Maradrin's Forge, lend me your flame. And
Cast
Sacred Flame? Yeah, you
Sacred Flame on the one that's straight ahead.
You got it. So that will be a 4. No, definitely fails. Takes 2 points of radiant damage as you watch as this creature just standing there angrily looking at Calarian about to swipe. It just doesn't look up in time to see this blast of radiating energy above its head striking down upon it. Kind of glances over in the back direction over Calarian's shoulder at you. Just howls instinctively. Still got movement. Still got bonus action.
That's all. Yeah, that's it for me.
Alrighty. Eva. You, as you're taking the lead and trying to walk down these
Should be Thalum. I think you reordered before I swapped it back.
Yep, you're right. There you go. Tell him. You watch as Calarian rush past you and started swinging at something down the corridor.
So if I were to use a 15-foot cone, would I hit 3 of them and Calarian?
Well, let me give you a 15-foot cone, and you can tell me. You should have control over that.
Over what?
Do you see this 15-foot straight line that I made here? It's kind of hovering over your token.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to move because of the walls.
Oh, the wall's in the way, or you can't see? Let me reveal some of the area for you. As much as I can.
It's like stuck.
Oh, is it? I apologize. Hold on. Shouldn't be stuck.
Oh, now it's good.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna cast Burning Hands with that cone.
Okay, yeah, Calarian should be able to kind of dodge out of the way of that.
No, I mean, if it hits him, it hits him.
All right.
Okay. We will remember this. Dex save from the 2 ghouls here. So let me get them back up. This will be for number 1.
Yeah, see, Calarian's fine.
Let's see. So Dex
Let's say
save
for
yeah,
half damage or no damage.
it's no
Half
damage. Is
oh.
it half
Oh,
damage?
is it?
Burning Hand
It's half
should be
damage.
half, yeah. So
But if he's a specific type of dragon,
I'm silver, so I'm resistant to
Oh.
cold.
Yep. So the first one rolled a 14, and then number 3 rolled a 5. So one takes half, one takes full.
It also hits 2, right?
No, because 2 is through a wall that you cannot see. So
okay.
this is a wall right here that's blocking that corridor.
Okay.
So 1 will take damage. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. I'm gonna put that right there. Yay, tokens.
So if I didn't save, you would have almost killed me.
Look, I thought I was gonna hit 3 of them.
Alright, so the first one did save, so he takes half. And then the other one, who was already looking really badly hurt from Calarian's divine slash, you watch as it just apparates into nothing. right in front of you, Calarian. So you definitely took care of one. The other one, it does take this blast of flaming energy that emanated from your hands, and it snarls and howls as you scratch at it with these flames, but it still seems to be standing there.
Cool.
Bonus action movement.
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. Eva, you feel this flash of heat, and you hear the screaming from Calarian as he slashes down with his longsword behind you, and you turn to see that one of the ghoulish creatures just completely disappears from the space, but you still have one directly in front of you. What do you do?
Am I able during the turn to move past Calarian to the north?
Yeah, you can move through your ally space.
But I can't stop and attack the ghoul that's right in front of him.
You can slash as you move, so yes, I would allow that.
All
I
right.
think you can only stop in an ally space if you're a halfling.
Is that true?
I think if you're small.
Oh yeah, if you're stopping, yeah,
smaller.
yeah. Well, Perry's still a medium creature, so I mean you can pass through Calarian space and try to swing at the creature, and then kind of move up to the next space above, and we can say that you're doing that in motion, but you're not like stopping and swinging. You can't stand on the space.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. My plan then is I'm gonna bonus action to disengage with cunning action.
Cunning action, yeah,
and
you bet.
then I'm gonna run up to the spot just north of Calarian and try to poke that ghoul in front of him with my rapier on the way.
Okay, make an attack.
And I have advantage because there's a guy next to him.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. So you can move through the ally space. You can only move through enemy space. That's different. Creature with difficult terrain. And yeah, it would be difficult terrain going through. So it would be 10 feet of movement to go through his space. But yeah, you can't stand in the space. So yeah, you can run past and swing. So yeah, so go ahead and make your attack. There is no advantage because you just get sneak attack if it hits.
Got it.
Okay, 13.
Cool.
13 will definitely hit. Yeah, so this would hit his armor class. Go ahead and roll with sneak attack. So that would be 12 points of slashing, correct?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So as you piercing, thank you. As you just try to jimmy your way between Calarian and moving up to the north, you just take a quick slash at it from the side corridor in its direction. You do a fair amount of damage to it. You saw now with the quick glance that you had as you jumped across to the other space, it appears to be like flickering in and out of existence as well. You did quite a bit of damage to it. So you would currently be right about here as you rush past.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
No, I think I'm out. I used my bonus action already, so I think I'm out.
Correct.
Do you only have one ghoul in for the turn orders?
No, they all go on the turn order. I roll all same
Okay.
creatures on the same turn, just like tabletop. That's why I numbered them. Tizio.
Yeah, with all the commotion and people running around, I'm gonna take aim. And I believe you said I can shoot through allies.
Well, so I mean, there are 3 people here, so I would give the creature you're targeting, if you're targeting the first ghoul, he would probably have maybe 3/4 cover. Cause you're basically trying to aim a shot through 3 people to hit the target. If it was 1 person, I'd say you'd be able to kind of just like duck to the side of them and shoot. 3 is a lot harder, especially when there's a lot of commotion going on.
Okay, that's what I kind of thought. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take aim, and as soon as I get a shot, I guess a visual on the one straight in front of me, I'll go ahead and do a firebolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. 11. Yeah, so you try to take aim, and you're trying the best you can to, you see Ellis is there prepped and ready to go, and Talon just released a large blast of flame on one side, and Calarian's just kind of getting pushed back a little bit because Eva ran through. It's a very tight, narrow space, and it's hard, and you're trying to make sure you don't hit anybody. Your shot goes wide, and it just glances off some of the dirt and stone that is the walls of the interior of this hallway, and some of the rocks tumble and brush past in the opposite direction, but unfortunately you didn't hit. He does have a +1 on his attacks, or is it Tizio?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
was
plus
double
one?
checking. It says it grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with it.
Beautiful. So yeah, so you should get the +1, which is awesome. Artificers are so good.
Yeah, I don't have a clearing or anything like that, so I'll just go ahead and I'm gonna move down 1 just to try to
Sure.
give people space.
Okay.
And now it's my turn.
Nice. Okay, and with that now, Kalarian, the creature in front of you, as you guys were swinging at it, and Eva swiped at it as she ran past, it's just going to snarl in your direction and let out this nefarious howl at your face as it's going to go ahead and try to make a claw attack at you. So let me make that public. 12. So yeah, so it scrapes across the front of your shield, and it just hisses in your direction. No effect. Let's see. This creature here at the south is going to go ahead and move forward, and he is also going to go ahead and take a swipe at you. It's nice having one of the tanks up front. And he too, you're just fending them off on left and right, just as they're slashing at the front of your shield, just to no effect. Let's see here. And then this one unfortunately cannot get into that space, but he will just, yeah, he's gonna move this way for a second. You're not sure where he's going, but that'll end their turn. Ellis.
Yeah, through all my hesitation, I'll probably be like, you know, I'm only gonna do this for the friends here. I'm not gonna do this for you. And then, can I even do anything, like, in this tight hallway?
No, unfortunately, it's a little cramped. I mean, if you have something ranged, you can attempt to shoot through. But you can't really occupy their space, and you can't really push past the creatures themselves unless they're 2 sizes larger than you. You could attempt to shove them, yeah, if you wanted to try to charge towards them and try to push this spectral form back a few feet. I'll totally let you help.
Nope.
You could also.
I'm
Can he
reluctant
help
because
from there?
they're not even real. So
No, he can't.
Say that again.
Never mind.
Okay. Okay,
I'll
so
just be
are
like, you get them, guys. Yeah.
okay.
Do your thing.
Are you so you're trying to take the help action, or are you trying to just are you going to ready an action in case something comes near you?
Sure, I'll ready an action in case something comes near.
Okay, so you're going to hold an attack if an enemy comes near you. Got it.
Yep.
Back to the top, Kalarian.
All right. Which of these two? It's only the one to my right that's injured, isn't it?
Yes, the one to your right is looking fairly hurt. It's trying its best to hold its form.
Okay. I guess I'll try and swing at that one.
Go for it. Nice. Much better than last session. Yeah, you quickly shove it off with your shield as it was trying to scrape across the front, and you just follow that momentum to slash across it from the shoulder down to waist, and you cut through its entire form, and it just blinks out of existence. Nice.
8.
Still got movement and bonus.
I will move just slightly out of the way here.
All right.
I don't think I have any bonus actions though.
I will probably say, since it's kind of getting out of their direct melee range because of the walls, it probably will just get one attack of opportunity on you. Normally, if it was an open space, you'd still be base to base with it, but walls make it a little tricky.
And then in that case, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, gotcha. You're a beefy paladin.
No, it was more movement to get the hell out of the way so other people can get
Oh,
there.
yeah, I know. I totally understand. Okay. So you don't want to provoke the attack. Stand where you are. Anything else you want to do?
No.
All right. Parry.
Parry. You get within viewing range of the beast. And then ask for Miragen's Flame again and cast Sacred Flame again.
Of this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you? You're currently like running through your friend. So, for what feat allows you to not have difficult terrain going through them?
Let me see if I can let me link it quick. It's
Because otherwise it's like,
nimbleness.
yeah, otherwise it's like half movement or
Any
difficult terrain.
anybody larger than me is I can move through.
And you are considered
I'm
small.
small.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent,
So
perfect.
I can just walk through these guys
You
as
sure
at
can.
will. And then yeah.
Okay, and that's Dex save 13. So let me go ahead and do that. That is a 10, so no, it fails. So this one will take 4 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, I'll back up again.
Perfect.
That's my turn.
All right. Tell him.
Would moving through Calarian space provoke an opportunity attack?
I would say probably because it's a little tricky here with the walls. So it's like as you're passing through that space, it's still trying to slash at Calarian, and for you to squeeze through Calarian space to the other side, he might slash at you in the process,
What if he goes behind me?
or he can attempt to go behind. Okay, yeah, I'd allow that. So yeah, if you're trying to squeeze through behind him, just go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me. Okay, yeah, easy enough. Yeah, so you can kind of jump through behind him to get to the other side. No problem. So that'll be just 10 feet of your movement because it's difficult terrain to go through your ally.
So 10, 15, 20, 25. Do I see anything more from here?
If you want to take your action
Like,
to make a perception check.
Does more view get
Yeah,
opened up?
I
Or is it
can.
just a hallway?
I mean, yeah, I will reveal the area a bit for you. Every time I click on reveal, it does hide instead. That's great. Wonderful.
Interesting feature.
Yeah, I'm clicking reveal and then it hides it instead. Alright, so you can see a couple of things as you enter into this portion of the room. Let me click on it so I can do it. There we go. So just at a quick glance as you are getting into this area, you could see that it opens into a wide chamber, and there appears to be a very large statue on the eastern wall. But that's as much detail as you can make out as you're just kind of rushing into the room.
30 and hold a firebolt if I see any hostile creatures.
You bet. Eva.
I am going to. I think I can just from where I am. I'm going to toss a dagger at that ghoul.
Yes, you can. Yeah, I'll have to set up key bindings. Yeah, so you go ahead and you throw a dagger at that ghoul, and just with the commotion of it slashing at Calarian, and Calarian just kind of shoving it off, it seems to have been kind of deflected and just kind of hits a nearby wall and gets stuck in there momentarily, but it didn't seem to make impact with the creature. unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stick where I am.
You bet. Tizio.
I see Perry kind of running around and whatnot, and I see that he's not doing too well. So, I'm gonna go through my satchel and take out like this needle with this a glowing red ooze in it, and I'm going to just kind of stab him with it as he's passing by.
You bet. Yeah, you give him an
Ah, what the
epidural.
hell?
It's an epidural. Very nice. And it's a little hard at first too because he's trying to find an open spot and he's covered in armor, so he kind of jams it into your neck and shoulder area.
Is this like a random item that you have actually?
No,
There's no actual material
It's
component
just
for.
flavor for cure wounds.
it's flavor. Yeah, he's casting cure wounds.
My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
like-
lot harder than you think to come up with
Well, I'm
like
looking at the,
ways
like,
to unmagic things.
I was like, there's no components for cure wounds, but
No. Yeah, he's
Anyways.
just it's an artificer's cure wounds.
Oh,
So
it feels a lot better. It hurt at first, but I appreciate it. You're not as bad as you seem.
Yeah, it's gonna feel. Obviously, we've been down here, so it's a bit colder, I guess. So like you feel like this cold sensation on you in that spot, and then just kind of warms and it feels nice. And like
okay, that'll bring us to the creature's turn. So this creature here in front of Calarian is going to go ahead and try to make another swipe at him. Let me make that public again. And he's just continually bashing against the front of your shield as he's just letting out this horrible screeching sound. And you can see now that you're because you're face to face with it, it just appears to be all bones with jagged teeth, and it's extremely off-putting. But he's gonna stay where he is, and then this other one is gonna start making its way up here, and that's all it can do. Ellis.
You know, I feel a little claustrophobic in these tight hallways. I'm not enjoying it very much. So I'm just gonna take the disengage action,
Okay.
and I want to move through Calarian to over here.
Let's see. You were right here, right?
Yep.
15, 20. Yeah, you got plenty of space. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah, and I'll kind of just say, as I'm squeezing through them, I'll kind of just say, Ava, you doing all right?
And that is what he's able to shout out.
I'm fine.
Alright.
Calarian, top of the round. You now see that another ghoulish figure appears further down the hallway, charging in your direction as well.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use my breath weapon. I should be able to hit both of them.
That absolutely. Dex saved what, 12 or 13 for you?
It's DC 14. Wait a second. Constitution doesn't seem right. Hang on, let me look it up.
Uh, 12 I think is your spell DC is what I have on your token. So it's yeah, it's 10 plus your con, which what's your con? So the first one will make a dex save, 14, and the second one, natural 1. Oh, it is a 14. Okay. I
I
don't know
may
why I
have
have you
set up
as...
wrong on mine. No.
No, that's fine. I'll take it. So 14 just barely succeeds for half, and then the other one will take the full 7, as you just release this icy breath of cold straight into their direction. They're unable to dodge out of it effectively. So that'll be half of 7 would be 3 because round it down. Okay, perfect.
That'll be it.
All right, Perry.
All right, I'm gonna have a little fun with this. So Perry is going, since he's feeling a little reinvigorated, whatever, invigorated, is gonna start running, and then try and do like running jump off of Calarian
Mm-hmm.
to hit the ghoul, and like put himself on the other side of the ghoul. Is that something you're willing to roll? Let me roll for?
Make an acrobatics check for me.
I like it.
All right. Nice roll. Yeah. DC was 15. So yeah, I'll let you charge through and swing at this first ghoul here. Go ahead and make your attack. Let me double check something real quick. Any creature. Nice. Yeah, 21 definitely hits. As you just lunge between Calarian's legs and...
So technically, I am flanking. Would you take that
yes.
roll?
No,
Would
I
you take that roll?
certainly... Yes, I certainly will.
All right.
You are technically flanking, but I will be using flanking in the future for you guys as well. Just be aware. 16 points of awesome damage. Yeah, that is definitely enough to actually clean his clocks. So
So-
go ahead.
I was gonna say it doesn't change the outcome, but it is a DC 12 for my breath, not 14.
Yeah, it
I don't
doesn't.
know.
Yeah,
I set it up wrong.
no, you're fine. It's same. It was same rolls either way. So one got half, the other got full damage.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, so Perry, you're able to just nimbly squeeze through Calarian's legs, and you jump up and you just swing towards the back of this creature's head, and he just wasn't expecting your surprising nimbleness as a small halfling in full plate. It just takes him completely by surprise, and just he completely disappears out of existence.
No
Nice roll.
entrance, my Jew.
Tell him.
I'm gonna move down here and see if I can see any.
Okay. So as you get further down, you do see that there appears to be another small hallway with what appears to be some form of door. Are you trying to take an action to perceive, or
Yeah, I'll just take a action to perceive or
make a
investigate
perception
whatever.
check for me? Nice. Okay. A couple things. Let me pull it back up. So the first thing you notice, the most prominent thing, there's a wide alcove to the east wall where the two stars are, and it contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a beautiful pale-faced woman wearing a voluminous purple-green cloak, her pale left hand resting on the head of a skull with horns that is perched on a finely crafted chair. In her right hand, she holds a smoky gray crystal orb. You see in the corners here of the chamber, there appear to be various different horn-like entities that are just statuesque and poised in different positions along the sides of the wall. And from the center of the room, you actually notice right here appears to be some sort of concealed door that seems to have a faint crack at the base of it that you can recognize with the light shining through. It seems to like the light's kind of going under.
Cool. So statue or secret door.
Statue with an orb, secret door, and then the door to the south.
Awesome.
Okay. Eva.
I am. I'm gonna slip over there into the So I'll slip. See, 10, 20. Yeah, I'll slip over to here. Let's see.
Like here?
This way. I think that's 30.
Well, it would be 10 through Calarian, 5 here, 10 through Ellis.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
So you can probably get right about there.
Yeah, I'll go right there.
Okay. I would say make an acrobatics check because you try to pass behind Calarian, see if you get attack of opportunity. Just cause.
From
the ghoul. Oh no, that ghoul's gone. Never mind. I'm just staring at a token and I
like,
forgot
is
it.
Calarian gonna hit
Never
me?
mind. Yeah, Calarian's gonna slash you in the back.
Might.
My apologies. I was staring at a token and I haven't removed him yet.
It's not the first time he's attacked us.
Let me get that guy out of the way so I don't have to look at him. There we go. Perfect. That's way better. Okay. So does that end your turn? Bonus action? Anything?
No, I think that's it for me.
Beautiful. Tizio.
Tizi's gonna run up. Would I be able to get behind Perry?
Get behind Perry. So you were here?
Correct.
So 10, 25. Yeah, you could just barely squeeze through.
Okay, just wanted to be sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and there and I will stretch out my gauntlet again and take a firebolt.
Go for it. Roll an attack. 7. No, unfortunately. Perry, you rushed up there and Perry just landed from smacking another one in the face. And as it disappeared, you kind of rush through the wisp of black smoke, and your eyes get a little cloudy. And as you try to release the fire bolt towards the other creature behind Perry to kind of cover him, it goes a little wide, misses.
I'm gonna kind of just bend a bit towards Perry and just be like, it's all on you now, big guy. I'll kind of give him a pat.
Okay.
And my turn.
You bet. That will bring us to this creature here, who now seeing Perry momentarily with his back turned to him, is going to go ahead and take a swipe at you with his claws. You guys have the best AC. Yeah, so Perry, you feel as you're turning around, your shoulder blade just kind of gets this long scrape against the metal. And you just kind of, you take your momentum of turning around to just kind of push him off to the side. But to no effect, and he stands there and howls into your face. Ellis. Like wizards do. Ellis?
Ellis is dead. Roll a new character.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, is it not coming through?
Oh, now we can hear you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Ellis, it is your turn. What are you doing?
I will walk into the room
Okay.
and say, "All right, some dead undeads back there now. What do we All right, let's do this." And then my turn.
Okay, sorry. Clarion.
Can't really do much from here. So just move over.
Come to the party in the room.
Narrow hallways and a lot of people makes for good fighting.
Basically, I'll just move that. Oh, no, boo. I'll go ahead and just make a dash action. Just come down here.
Okay. And you are now standing currently in front of what appears to be a solid wooden door that appears to be closed.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Perry.
Alright, Perry will just Make a simple swing at the guy, the ghoul next to him.
Okay. Yeah, 16 definitely hits. Nice. Yeah, you just with the momentum of him trying to slash you on the shoulder, you just take your warhammer and you swing right back and strike him in the chest, and he kind of fades for a moment and then reapparates in front of you and just looking extremely angry.
And that'll be my turn.
Beautiful. Tell him.
I will go touch the orb.
Like, take it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Um, as you reach up and you place your hand upon this smoky gray crystal orb, you hear a very angry wailing sound. And then the chanting that's been kind of echoing through these halls, in addition to the screams coming from the hallway with Perry fighting one of these creatures. You suddenly feel extremely surrounded. And 5 shadow-like figures apparate in all the corners of the room. And I will add them to the initiative order.
Yes, I created more things for us to do.
Oh, damn.
Is that my action?
To grab it or attempt to grab it, you get a free action to interact with one object, so no, it's not your action. You can interact with one
Great.
object in the environment for free.
In that case, I am going to cast. Oh boy.
I gotta put them in the initiative order.
My cone is stuck again.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's because I moved it. Give me 1 second. I will throw it there for you. How's that? The cone got a 21. Excellent.
I am going to hit those two with burning hands.
Okay, and that would be dexterity save of, what is it, 14?
Oof. That was a fantastic roll.
Nice. All right, so the one in the top right corner there, let's go ahead and roll a dex save for him. That is a 21. Second one rolled a 20, so they both take half damage.
Yeah, 2
And
fire.
I have to move the template out of the way again, sorry, because I can't click on the darn token. There's so much stuff on the interface. It's great.
Roll20 is a great product.
It's so fun because I gotta like click. I gotta move tokens to get to tokens. Perfect. I should have rolled that out in the open for you. I do apologize, but they both have really high dex. I'm just gonna slide that token to the corner for a moment just for you. Okay, yeah, but you're able to release a radiating blast of fire at them. Because the combat is now getting a lot longer, I'm gonna put a pause on it for us so we can take a quick break. And then we can come back and proceed on from there. How does that sound, everybody?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Talon should probably make a new character while during
Oh.
break.
Oh, maybe.
I'll be fine.
Oh, maybe.
I am kind of regretting not taking a disengage action.
I
Oh, I didn't even think about that either.
Yep,
But
you
I'll
are.
be fine.
Oh, actually, they have resistance to fire damage, so they take 1 point of damage each. Whoops.
Hey.
Sorry.
That was an information gathering session.
I think you misread. I think it like overpowers them or something like that. Isn't
Yeah, they are all now regenerated a lot. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, so you watched as you release this blast of fire into their face, and it just didn't seem to have as much effect. But we will take a quick break right there, and we will pick back up in a few minutes.
All right.
All right, I'll see you guys back in a bit.
I will get to make a new character with Tasha's though, so it's a plus side.
You gotta buy me the book first.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no.
The PDF book, right?
Yeah, sure. Give me a copy of the PDF. I don't need the physical book. I just want the
I
book.
think I may have that. I'll double check.
I mean, okay.
No, the real one's not out yet.
Yeah, it's not even the 17th
Two more
yet.
days. 2 more days.
There's a fake one that's missing a bunch of stuff, but
All right, see you guys back
I
in.
mean, you can if you want to watch that YouTube video, you can probably pause on every
I
page.
get all my
Yeah.
things legally at my local comic shop, board game shop place.
Support small business, guys.
Definitely, especially the board game shops and stuff like that, man.
For sure.
I hope these aren't real shadows.
I don't know, but I mean, I feel like the boss fight is not in the cards after these fights, so I'm thinking maybe a long rest, or at least trying to get away with a long rest in this cave or something. I don't know, because I
These are-
mean, I have
these-
nothing. Like
Yeah, if these are real shadows, I'm dead. 'Cause
I have
they
no hit die, so I can't heal anything else. Out of spell slots. I have one divinity channel or channel divinity, but I mean that might help those things if they're undead.
I use the spell slot to do 2 damage, so like
Yeah,
efficient.
Congratulations. Yeah, I used all my spell slots in that first animated armor fight.
Yeah, that was
To,
pretty
like,
brutal
save-
though. We like needed it.
Save all your asses. Definitely
But
could use an extra level. I could use my second level spells, man. That'd be nice.
Oh, we'll get there.
I'm about to be looking at the XP for all these fights.
I could be using a Misty Step right now.
I am here if anybody has questions.
Since Ava's going next, she's around the corner. Does that shadow around the corner from her know that she's there?
Let me. I will tell you in a moment. Because you're not technically hiding. You were just kind of standing there, so it's not going to be a terribly high DC for it. I'll just check what his passive perception is. Passive perception. It is 10. I would say yes. It rolled a 18 on a wisdom check.
Yeah. So in that situation, it would not be reasonable for me to try to hide as a bonus action because he already knows I'm there.
I mean, if you were to... No, probably not. Not unless you, like, broke line of sight with him.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd have to, like, go further back down the hallway, try to break line of sight, and then... It's a little tricky, especially because it knew you were there. If you, like, were to disappear out of the way, hide, and then maybe on the following turn come back out, it wouldn't know you were there.
Yeah, that's
But if you just, like, dipped down the hall and then came right back, he would still, have that line of sight.
what are the flanking rules that we're using?
I mean, so flanking by the book is if you are, base to base on opposite corners, it's flanking. But I mean, if you guys are on whether north and south or east and west, I would consider that flanking. If you're on both sides of the token, if you're like north and east or south and west, whatever, I don't consider that flanking.
Okay, so Ellis and I would be flanking that creature right now. But I maybe can't attack through the wall anyway.
Correct. Yeah, it's because of the walls there. You can't really stab around the corner. You would have to be kind of like here in the wall, like this, for flanking, especially with the tokens. But if you guys ended up like this, yeah, you'd be flanking.
Okay.
And what is your... Let me pull up your stats. Because I dropped your token, but I didn't. AC 14, hit point 9, 19, 19, 14. So what I do is I make your health bar visible so that the healers can see it. Which, interestingly enough, why don't I see it? Did they must have updated something, because your tab is totally different now. Attribute none. That's AC. Interesting. That's very weird, because normally the... Oh, there it goes. They really did change it. Okay. Player permissions, see and edit. Okay, yeah, they changed the layout a little bit.
Called it.
Visible to everyone. Beautiful. Tizio, can you see Eva's health?
Number-wise, yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
I also see an AC bar on mine. It says 14 out of 14, which is a little weird.
Well, because that's what your AC is. And in order for it to pop up, I have to put both values in.
Oh, it's gotta
so
be. Okay.
yeah, and then you guys should see Ellis's now.
I think you can hide it if you click your gear icon thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can hide it, but if you hide it, then your allies can't see your AC. Only I can see it, and then I mean I can remove it, but then I wouldn't know what your AC is unless I look down at the name. It's just a helpful token for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't bug me.
And then I gotta do Ellis. Which is 15. Perfect. And then you guys should be able to see Ellis's health. And then I need to read one more thing.
Yeah. I can only see their health. I can't see everybody else's, but I see their red bars.
The red bar is the health.
Oh yeah, but on the
You don't see the numbers?
Yeah, I don't see the numbers on them.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. It's still a decent gauge. You should see the numbers though. Let me check it.
I kind of like the bars themselves, just to kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of like one of those. You can tell they're beat up, but like we don't really have numbers for our health type.
Yeah,
thing.
very true. Cool. Oh boy, you had to touch the orb, huh?
I have a history of the touching orbs.
Good to know. That's useful. It's useful for the future.
There's a funny story to that, by the way. We can talk about it later.
Let's see. Okay. Okay, so let me pull that up as well, I guess, because that's probably going to happen.
Are you pulling up the rules for death saving throws?
Nope, I know what those rules are very well.
He's trying to figure out how to like make bring in a new character during battle.
Yeah. Levi, you're back. Wow.
Fell right through that trapdoor into this room.
Yeah. Don't know. He just didn't show up down the stairs. It's very
I'll
weird.
be really sad if I die, because then I won't get to play a wizard. I guess I could be a wizard too.
I mean, yeah, you can just make another wizard.
Yeah, I'll just be a wizard from the training at the Blackstaff.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. How do you spell your name backwards?
Malatum hum?
Yeah, you have fun saying that. Hi, I'm
A
Shalom.
lot.
I don't think he has to. He's the one that has to say that most of the time. It'll
Yeah, I
be
don't
us.
really have to say my own name.
Yeah, I know. We're not having that. You were thing one and thing two.
I'll be fine.
Absolutely. Who likes the "We'll be right back" screen now?
That was
We also don't.
handcrafted by me.
We also don't know if Talon's maybe he's a clone. We don't know that.
You don't.
Oh yes, I'm secretly high enough level to cast clone. Hell yeah.
Or maybe a clone spell was cast on you and you didn't even know it.
Is that even possible?
Yes.
He's such a very powerful mage that like he's bored at home, so he just like made a lower level mage.
Oh,
I
you
would.
can clone
Yeah, you
stuff.
can. As long as you have 1 pound of their flesh, you can clone someone else.
Somebody was busy with the knife while I was asleep.
Feels like you would notice if someone took a pound of your.
There's also
Not
one
if you
thing called
were
modify memory.
true, and also, you don't know if that person's in stasis or been God knows what.
This is some critical role music.
Shh. I like the song.
It's good battle music.
It is.
Ava's next, so I'm ready when you are.
Just getting the word from everyone that we're back.
Yep. Perry's back.
I'm
Okay.
here.
I'll take that as I'm back because I have no idea what you said. So, Eva, what are you doing?
So I guess in order to hit this guy, I'm gonna pop out that way,
Yes.
poke him with the rapier,
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
and I got sneak because Ellis is there.
Yes. But
I'll just roll one
unfortunately,
sneak all the time.
yeah, right. This is what, your second or third? Yeah. So you dart around the corner and you see that Ellis is getting ready to engage with this shadowy like figure that just emerged, and you go to stab through it, and it seems to have, it's hard to get a good gauge of where to stab appropriately. It seems to have almost kind of gone through him, and you're not entirely sure if you missed or hit a part of his cloak or whatnot. But it didn't seem to have effect, unfortunately. Not that he's immune or anything. It's just you
Yeah.
didn't hit him. Still have a bonus action movement.
I think I'm gonna stay put.
It's a little weird that that cone still is in the turnover.
Well, I meant to click on the creature token, and I clicked on the cone and rolled initiative for it. So the cone is the initiative for the creature.
It's a very fast cone.
Yeah, which actually it would end up getting put above Calarian because he rolled really high. Tizio.
I haven't been doing well with my firebolts, so Tizio's gonna shift his wrist over and kind of do like a web slinging, like Spider-Man's web shooter motion, and do a poison spray.
Okay. That is a 14 con. Perfect.
Oh, Ava would have hollered on her turn that we have more company over here, just to make Tizio and Perry aware.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, so it did not make its con save, and you watch as this burst of poisonous spray completely shrouds this ghoul-like creature in front of you, and you watch as it inhales and exhales, and as it does, it just shrugs off the poison mist that once covered its face. You get the sense that it had no effect.
Rats. I will back up a bit to give Perry some room in case anything.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Gotcha. And with that, this ghoul creature is going to go ahead and take another swing at Perry with his claws.
Oof, just meets.
All right. So he's going to do 6 points of slashing damage to you, and I need you to make a Constitution save. Nice. So it it just breaches through your armor as you feel some of its razor sharp fingers dig through your flesh and touching bits of your steel and on your clavicle. And for a moment you felt this paralyzing pulse pushing through your veins, but you're able to shrug it off. And that will end his turn. Ellis. As Talon reached up to grasp the orb and now holds it in his hands, you saw these spectral shadows just completely void of any visual reference of whether they're humanoid or what have you. They just appear to be these heavily obscured cloak shadows just now hovering in all spaces around you, even with the light radiating and shining on them. What do you do?
I'll kind of crack my knuckles and I'll say, finally, it's playtime! And I'll swing my hammer and rage.
Yeah, bonus action rage. Go for it.
Which, my rage is more of like I like to play. So, it's playtime! And then I'll... It's hammer in time! Except it's a lot cooler than that, you know? And then I'll attack... Actually? I mean, fuck it, they're probably gonna have a way to get advantage anyway, so I'm gonna reckless attack.
Okay.
They're probably gonna flank me no matter where I go anyways.
Okay, yeah, 24 definitely hits it. I didn't know you were able to reckless at level 2.
Yep.
Nice. That is awesome. Thought that was a little bit higher. Awesome. Yeah, so you swing out with your
14
maul.
damage. It's not adding my rage damage, so it's 14.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you swing out at it with your maul just in this fury of blind rage, and you make contact definitely with this creature, and you definitely sense that you hit something in this shadowy form, but it doesn't seem to have had as much of effect as you'd have liked it to. But you
I guess
definitely
that's
hit it.
expected for weird shadow things. Alright, Eva, help me out here. And that'll, turn there.
Okay.
Yep, gonna end my turn there.
Perfect, and that brings us back to the top. Now, these shadowy creatures that have emerged, you see that for the first moment, all eyes were on you, Talum, and you can hear this low guttural as they begin to just stretch out at you with arms out. This first one here, directly in front of you, is going to make an attack on you, Talum. He is going to attempt to do a strength drain. He attacked you for 9, but that totally misses you. And thank God he did. Yeah, thank God he did. So yeah, he reaches out with this ominous death in his eyes, and he swings. No effect. This other one here, directly behind Ellis, is going to go ahead and attempt to swing at him. Yeah, he got lucky on that roll. 13. I think your armor class is 15, right? Yes, it is.
He has advantage.
Oh, he does. That's very kind of you to remind me. Even worse. Perfect. So he, again, simultaneously, the two shadows just try to reach out and grab the two of you. No effect. This one directly in front of you that you swung at will also hit you. And this will be with advantage. 10. Ooh, they're not rolling good. That is wonderful for you guys. And then, again, just reaching out, this horrible guttural sound as it tries to grasp out to the group of you. This one right here is going to go ahead and glide over towards you, Talum. And he's going to go ahead and make an attack. I put in their numbers, but it didn't stick. Interesting. Come on, roll 20. Don't fail me now.
Fail him. Roll a 1.
Oh no, I meant for the adding numbers. I hope they roll bad because this would be bad. Beautiful. Does not roll high enough. And then this last one here is going to slide up towards you because he did not see Calarian push that way. He's going to take one last attack.
I mean, I can technically survive their max damage once.
You could. So finally, being surrounded by these dark shadows, and you just standing there with this orb in your hand, and their eyes fixated, from best you could tell, eyes fixated on you. It just reaches out and grasps you by the arm, and you feel this necrotic pull onto your life force. If it hits you, it says your strength score is reduced by 1d4. So your strength score now is currently 8.
What's the minimum stat you can have before you die immediately?
0.
Correct.
Probably just 0.
Yes, if your strength score drops to 0, you will die.
Gotcha. I thought it was higher than that.
Is that for any stat or just strength?
Any?
Oh,
And, yeah.
I think any.
I think it's any. Yeah.
I'll double check that, but I'm not sure. Because you can have an intelligence stat of 0 and be unconscious and basically be a tomato.
No, you die if your intelligence is 0. Intellect devours. Kill you.
Well, no, the intellect devourer has to then make a check against you to take your body. But that will end their turn. Calarian, you hear loud shouts and groaning coming from behind you now as there appears to be these spectral shadows that just apparated out of nowhere.
Okay, I hate these things. Guess I'll just try to attack one. I don't have any spell slots. Wait, are any of them damaged?
One is damaged here.
Those two are -1 health as well.
That's correct. So
High value spell slot.
I guess now I kind of wish I had used my breath weapon. Oh well.
12. 12 just hits it, and you do have a magical weapon, so it does slash right through him. You watch as the shadowy form, it blinks out of existence for a moment, but then reappears, angrily looking over his shoulder at you. You still have bonus in movement? If
Nothing.
Okay. Perry.
Perry is going to take another swing at the ghoul, hoping it'll finally die.
Yeah, 16 hits for sure. Almost. He is looking extremely rough now. This ghoul, as you're hitting on him with this warhammer. Does that do any additional radiant damage or anything with you imbuing it with the
No, it
Mordrins?
just makes it a +1.
And a magical, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you swing down on it with the warhammer, and you can see now it's having a hard time keeping its form together. It's looking really rough.
That's all I got.
Okay. Talum. Surrounded.
Disengage action.
Okay. Let's see. So 5, 15, 20. Well, yeah, I guess you did 5, 10, 25, 30. Yeah. Yep, you can make it there. Totally.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just trying to just dodge left and right, Scooby-Doo style, and then you just manage to zigzag your way through your allies and just try to get as far away from these things as possible. Easy enough to do. Any bonus action?
No.
Okay. Eva,
I'm gonna poke the one in front of me again.
go for it. 11. Oof. Yeah, a second stab to attempt to follow up onto this creature. You're having a hard time landing that blow. Like you're scraping against it, but you're not finding that contact that you need to actually make it deal any damage. You just barely missed it.
Think. I'm gonna stay put again.
Okay, sorry, not a good roll on that one. Tizio.
Taking another firebolt shot at the
Yeah,
guy at the bottom.
go for it. 12. 12 does hit. Yes, it does. And you watch now, it was already having trouble keeping its form before. It is on the brink. It is just barely visible now. It's like trying as best it can to hold its form while it's still ready to lash out its claws.
All right. I'll end my turn.
Okay, super close. Sorry, but that will bring us to it. It is going to take that ghoul is going to take a swing at you, Perry.
Okay.
15 will miss. Yeah, it's just constantly scraping against your metal. It's almost like zombie apocalypse style. It's just constantly clawing at your small form, and you're just battering it back. And that'll end its turn. Ellis.
Yeah. Seeing that these things are, not taking the full brunt of my swings, I'm not too thrilled about staying in a room with them, and so I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna use the disengage action and kind of say, Ava, we should probably get out of here. And then as I'm running next to Tizia?
That's Talon.
Talon.
Mhm.
As I'm running next to Talon, we'll probably say like, dude, would you put the orb back so we don't die?
No, I'm good.
Or smash it or something. And then I'll keep running.
Okay.
Deed's been done. I'm gonna hold on to it now.
Okay. Okay. So disengage action, yeah, definitely won't provoke any opportunity attacks, and you are able to make it heading down the hallway. That brings us back to the top of the round. This is round 4 or 5. These shadows. 6? I wasn't even counting. Thank you. Yeah, seeing a majority of you guys start fleeing in that direction, this first one here is going to start gliding his way, following the orb, and he's going to get right up to your side, Eva. He's going to go ahead and make a swing at you. Or he's going to attempt to grasp you. And I believe 19 hits, so it's just going to be 5 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score will now be reduced by 2 points.
Got it.
The next one that is right here can't exactly get into that space, so it is going to go ahead and start gliding down. What is their movement? 40. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to move down right next to you, Calarian, and it's going to attempt to grasp at you. And it is going to fail as you just easily sidestep it. Third one here is going to take one more swing at you, Eva. Oof. For 12 points of necrotic damage. And again, unfortunately, your strength score is going to drop down 1, thankfully. And then the last 2 shadows are going to attack you, Calarian. A miss. And 1 does hit for 9 points of necrotic. And your strength score just drops by 2. These are a bit nasty. But that'll end their turn.
Is there something on the character sheet to represent a temporary stat loss, or is it?
You know what? I'm not entirely sure. I think if you just, I know if you manually make the change, it'll adjust everything for the attacks. I actually need to double check that because I'm not entirely sure how that would work.
I would just write down your current score in like your personality traits box or something,
Yeah,
just so you remember it.
yeah, I'm keeping track right now on paper what you guys have lost. Eva lost 3. Talum lost, I believe it was 1,
Yeah.
and then you only lost, I believe it was 2. They are rough. What would you like to do?
Is lay on hands only an action if I use it on somebody else?
I think it is an action on anybody, including yourself.
Correct.
Okay. No, I'm pretty much fucked, so.
Can always go down that door.
I don't know what's through there.
Well,
Like, could be
the
even more
ghoul
screwed.
went through there.
Yeah, but who knows what's in there? I'll accept that there's a pathway through to up here, but whatever might be a fucking Demogorgon in there for all I know.
I would say, just looking at the map, if you took the disengage action, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Just saying.
It puts me behind whoever this is, and it looks like their health is really low.
It is.
I guess that's all I got to survive, but who knows how long, so disengage and go up there, and that's it.
Okay. Perry, you hear your friends screaming and running back down the hallway behind you.
Well, since Perry was left to leave to dealt with this ghoul, he will continue smacking this ghoul. Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oof. This one last goal is just giving you a tough time, and you swing on it, and with it blinking in and out, the timing was off, and it seemed to have missed it, unfortunately.
That's all I got.
Okay. Talum, orb in
All right.
hand, what you doing?
I will drop the orb gently,
Okay.
and then I will run. Wait, is that a free action or an action or bonus action?
I'd let it be a free action to drop it.
Great. I'll run here and blast the ghoul.
Okay.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Then-
just go ahead.
So that's. Sorry, yeah. So 10, 15. I think that's as far as I can go.
Yeah, just about.
Then that's an action. I'm good. Wait. I can go one more.
5, 15. No, that was so. Yeah. You can go one more. That's fine. Okay. Eva, this you feel some of the strength leaving your body as these dark creatures are grasping out onto you. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So, trying to decide if she thinks those shadow things will know where that orb is if she grabs it while she. Is there a check she can do to try and make a guess at that?
Give me 1 second.
She could hide, but if they're drawn to it, that doesn't do anything.
Give me 1 second. So you were trying to do what?
She's trying to figure out if she grabs that orb,
Mm-hmm.
which I think she noticed was dropped while she's planning to escape. So she wants to try and figure out if she grabs that, are they going to be drawn to the orb, or are they just going to follow the party? Like, can she grab that and then try and hide somewhere?
You figure that their initial intention was trying to chase after the person who had the orb in their hands. You gathered that as soon as they appeared, they were initially looking directly at Talum, or at least facing in his direction. And then when they saw that there wasn't enough room for all of them to chase after, they just tried to grab at whoever they could.
Okay. I think she's going to disengage as an action.
Okay.
Dash as her cunning action.
Okay.
Because, yeah. And GTFO, which
Okay.
is 10. So you get 60, 15, 25, 30. Whoop, stop moving. I'm stuck inside of Ellis.
Uh-oh. 1 second.
I can't move up. I can move sideways, but I can't move up.
Go ahead.
Still can't move up. Oh, there's a wall there. Because I was trying to move into a wall. That makes sense.
Oh, I see.
This health bar was scaring it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we're like 10, 15, 25, 30. Got it. 35, 40, 45, 50, 60. I'm back there.
Okay. Definitely easy enough to do. Tizio. Tizio?
Oops, I'm sorry. I was pressing the wrong button for
all
a
good.
fuck.
What's going on, buddy?
I see everyone running. But Harry's still in danger. So definitely gonna try and take out that ghoul.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that definitely hits. This time with a lot of the frustration and just having poor vision in these dark hallways, you're able to finally land that perfectly timed shot, and that ghoul at the end of the hallway just immediately bursts into a scream of flames. It is no longer there.
I'm going to not sure what's going on, so I'm going to start running with Talon and be like, "What the hell's going on?"
I
You
touched
got
an
it.
orb.
That's about as much as you guys can share before it turns to Ellis. Ellis, what are you doing?
Oh, it's just about the same thing with the orb causing problems. No orb, problems gone, and so I will.
The
much
orb,
like-
the orb is like 5 feet to your right where Talon had dropped it. You see it in front of you.
Oh yeah, I sure do, and I'm going to like the circus game. I'm going to do a full house swing, like bring my hammer behind me and then over my head and smash it.
Okay. Reckless or normal?
Sure, I'll reckless it.
Okay. Well, because you didn't take an attack last turn, right? So your rage would have dropped, right?
Yeah.
Can you? I don't.
You have to be rage to reckless.
Yeah. For
No.
yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
got.
you don't.
I gotta double check. We'll say it's fine. Go ahead. You can do it reckless until I say otherwise, because I haven't memorized the barbarian rules.
No, when you make your first attack on your turn, you don't have to be raging.
Perfect. Okay. Then absolutely go for it. I know technicalities, man. I hate it too. Oh, nice roll. Yeah. So with that, everyone's darting out of the way, trying to brush past, and Ellis is like, I might as well do what I do best, right? And you slam this hammer down on, or your maul straight down onto this glowing orb that's just kind of lobbing back and forth on the floor. And as you make contact, it would not have broke without a natural 20. You completely shatter it in this loud smash of glass. And as soon as you do so, you hear loud screaming sounds coming from all around you as Calarian, you see each of these creatures start to blink out.
That went very well.
Problem solved. You're welcome.
That stops combat because I don't believe there are any other threats on the board. Oops, I'm sorry about that, Eva. I meant to be for the server chat. Sorry. Beautiful. So with that, the chanting subsides. The sounds of screaming and moaning coming from that chamber to the east fades, as the last sound you all hear was the loud thunderous roar from Ellis's voice, much deeper than when he first spoke to you, and he just puts all of his might into smashing this orb. You guys take a moment to breathe and gather your thoughts, and for the moment things seem a little safe.
Ava, you okay?
I have never been happier that you like hitting things with hammers.
It's what I do best. Hey, can any of you use your magic stuff to heal her? She looks pretty bad.
I'm tapped. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna take a rest though. Can we attempt to make a long rest here?
You could certainly try. Where would you guys try to do that?
Well, what is
Go back to the bed.
what is this through? What is through this? Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
What's through the door, or where are you going?
Is there anything through this door here?
Sure. If you attempt to reach out and grab onto the door.
I feel like it's a bad idea now.
As you place your hand upon the door, it is locked.
Actually, this is a good spot then. I got a bedroll. Anyone else got a bedroll?
The guy's got a bedroll.
Because I can take like an hour, like I can take the first watch, and then like take an hour and just place like a barrier right here, a metal barrier, right here, and
I
like
can
block
also
everything off.
cast alarm.
Yeah, I
in
can also set up a trap.
crazy
for-
places.
That works too.
I would like to check the secret door for traps.
Okay, make a investigation check for me. Beautiful. You take a few minutes while everyone's discussing how they're going to protect themselves in this large antechamber of a room with the statue in the corner. You check the seams of the door. It does not appear to be trapped at all, and it does not appear to be locked.
I will open it.
Yeah, you push it, and it opens freely, and I will reveal the area for you. Give me one moment. It reveals that there is... Oh, it did the hiding again. The best. It reveals a long, narrow, very dusty staircase, which at the top sits a short ladder, maybe about 5 feet long, leading up to a trap door, which exits back, as you can see on the map, up into the upper dining room above.
I found another hallway we need to guard.
Do we want to just go back to the...
Do we want to just go back to the bedrooms? At least there's beds. Just as easy to guard there.
You said the chanting is gone?
You currently do not hear chanting.
Can I just have my hawk fly around and see if I can hear it anymore?
Where, yeah, where do you want him to go?
Just everywhere. He has like 100-foot radius or something. So like,
Well, you can control him up to 100 feet. You can see past that if you wanted him to explore areas.
yeah, but even like, yeah, I'll just have him fly all over the dungeon.
Okay. So let me reveal some stuff for you. Make a perception check for the hawk. And while he's doing this, I guess I would consider this a short rest for you guys. It'll probably take him some time to fly through all the chambers. As you guys decide how you're going to take a long rest. Come on, clickety click click. All right. Move that out of the way. Come on, mouse. So you do see that there is, and let me finish revealing this and I'll explain everything as we go. Because this will take a few minutes. Okay, so what you see is a few things. First, you see as you fly your way north towards Perry and then back down south towards this other chamber, because this door here is currently closed and locked. You can see here, and let me pull that up real quick. You can see that there's a chandelier suspended above a table in the middle of this room. Two high-back chairs flank the tables, which have an empty clay jug and two clay flagons atop it. Iron candlesticks stand in the two corners. The candles long since melted away. To the east of that, you see that this room contains a large wood frame bed with a rotted feather mattress, a wardrobe that appears to be just cracked open, containing several old robes. You can see that there's a pair of iron candlesticks and an open crate containing what appear to be some torches and some a leather sack. Between the foot of the bed, you see that there is a footlocker. As you head back down the large staircase up here, back down into the chambers below, again you see that large antechamber with the various objects resting in all the alcoves. And then to the south of that, you see what appears to be rusty iron chains that dangle from both wall and ceiling of this odorous area. You can see, especially with the hawk's roll there, faint signs of blood and excrement scattering various parts of the corridors. All the way down here in this corner, you do still see chained up in shackles, dangling from the wall, what appears to be a skeleton. When you get to this portion of the room here, as you head down, your hawk tries to glide down that way, and it approaches this area here. And actually, I can probably reveal a little more for you since you had a light source. I would say you probably see about this much, and then maybe this much, going back to about here. You can see that directly right here, as there's a ramp that descends down maybe about 5 or so feet into what appears to be maybe a pretty deep pool of water of some sort. Directly at the end of the wall here, you can see that there appears to be some kind of portcullis with iron bars that are currently down, and it's impossible for your hawk to traverse. But he tries to, as best he can, hover in the air for a moment, and he can see beyond the portcullis appears to be another large central chamber with some stone steps leading up to the east and west of the room. And from what he could see from where he was standing, you can see that there appears to be some kind of large dais or altar in the center of this pool of water. But that's as much as he can make out.
Cool. I'll tell everyone what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try and get some rest, guys. I don't think it's safe to go forward with how exhausted we all are.
Did I hear any chanting at all?
Make a. Oh well, you rolled a. No, you did not. It seems extremely quiet with the faint. You heard the flowing of water. It didn't sound like rushing water, but you could hear the motion of water as you were hovering over that small pool near the portcullis. But you did not hear any chanting.
Okay.
So what's the plan, guys?
I'll rest.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Shoot for to the bedroom area over here, right?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Oh, back up in this area. Okay.
Yeah. If we want to, I guess someone said something about an alarm spell that I can cast.
Yeah, me and Tizio can both put alarms around.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
definitely.
can do it on the entrances.
And then I can take first watch, and then
Oh, I forgot to reveal one additional area for you because you did say you flew around everywhere. There are what appear to be here and here tombs of some kind, coffins. Some of them appear to be cracked open, others do not.
I call dibs on the room with the dumb chest.
The one in the bottom left corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, as given that we almost just died together, I would like to know y'all's names.
Kalarian.
I apologize. I'm Tizio De Ferro.
Tizio Diff, awesome. Point towards the.
I'm Perry Ironhill. Apprentice to a great master forge master. At your service.
Good to know.
Tell him.
Talon. And just for my sanity, Hallam is the wizard.
Yes.
Okay. Tizio is the artificer. Awesome. It's nice to meet all of you. My name is Ellis. Ellis Maine. And well, yeah. I just saved all your lives, so thank me. Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm Evandro Valaris, and he's always like that.
How do you guys know each other?
Drinking buddies.
Hmm.
Can I see if he's lying? Or she's lying, excuse me.
Sure. So, Tizio, make an insight check, and Eva, make a persuasion or deception, your choice.
I'm real tired, and that still didn't work.
As best you can tell, Tizio, she seems forthright with What's she saying?
Before I go to bed, I'd like to take one last swing at the chest, just like I did with the crystal.
Sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll. All right. Hey,
I hope you break everything that's inside of that chest.
Okay, so let me pull that back up real quick. That was room. That one. Okay.
I was taking a chance, hoping there was nothing valuable I'd break inside, because I was mad at the chest.
Okay.
I wanted to get it open.
So, having just barely got out of there alive, and just with the idea of being able to smash that crystal, you go ahead and you just take one good swing at this frustrating footlocker that sits in this room, and as you come down with a thunderous smack with your maw, the chest does smash open. Inside you do find a couple things. One, there appears to be this hairbrush with the silver bristles, and you find two vials that are now completely smashed and currently spilling its contents onto the floor.
Ah, with
I
a
can
nat
save it.
20,
I can
I
save
would
it.
like have. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Ava's gonna poke her head in and ask, "What did you find?"
Well, I want to pocket the hairbrush before anyone sees, and then, because hairbrush is like my thing.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. I'll give it to you, and then you guys can attempt to, if anyone rushed over to him because they heard the loud smashing sound, you could take a perception check.
Would this interfere with the alarm? Or no.
Casting the alarm?
Ritual wise.
Yeah, if you're taking the 10 minutes to set up the alarm while everyone's running around the rooms, I'd say, yeah, you'd have to stop to go look.
Okay.
Eva, you see Ellis, sheepishly try to pocket something, and then he points at the two glass vials that appear to be crushed under the weight of his maul, with a vibrant red liquid just pouring off the edge of it.
Is anyone else in the room or looking?
That's up to the group.
Tizio was not.
Perry doesn't care.
I think I crushed too much of the chest. Might have been some good stuff inside. My bad.
Ava's gonna raise her eyebrows and sort of nod her head to ask what he's slipped into his pocket.
I will, just because, given the fact that she knows my odd habit, I'll pull the hairbrush out slightly, and then I'll tuck it back in.
Okay.
She winks and leaves.
Okay. Does anything have anything they need to do or want to do? Conversations to be had before trying to bed down for the evening?
I'll take first
yeah.
watch.
I will actually, hey, before any of you guys go to bed, I found this thing in one of the chests, and it looks more special than what it is. Do any of you have ways of, like, do you guys know magic stuff?
It's not special.
What are you trying to show them?
I haven't pulled anything out yet. I'm just asking if they know how to tell if stuff is magic.
Yes, I already tried. It's not special.
Wow. Alright, well then I'm gonna wear it, and I'll pull out the eye patch and put it on.
Okay. Yeah, so you you don the eye patch. You think it looks great.
How do I look?
Like a one-eyed barbarian.
I'll take it. And then I will go and sleep.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wishes to accomplish?
Oh wait, I guess I'll wait till I wake up from my long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, Ava might. Who's on first watch?
That was going to be my next question. Talon said he was.
Perry said and Perry said he would be there too. So
You both can, it's fine. But, so as you guys try to make yourselves as comfortable as possible, these beds are definitely not comfortable and not exactly the cleanest. They are covered in a lot of mold and rot. So if you guys wish to lay on top of them or lay your own materials on top, you can attempt to do prestidigitation on the bed, but it's still dilapidated. So there's a lot of... While the straw is clean, it's extremely brittle and it crumbles into a fine powder as you lay upon it.
I'm gonna use my bedroll.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys make preparations to lay down and rest for the evening. The room is very cold. It is dark as you guys go off to your respective areas. And we will hold the session there as you guys attempt to complete a long rest here in this particular part of the cellar of this very strange house. And that's where we will call it for tonight. Great job, everybody.
Yeah, I'm glad nobody died.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
Well, we
was
have to
close.
clear our long rest, so he may have plans for us.
I would just need to level up.
Well,
That
you
gives me
started,
ideas.
just so you know, you started a long rest. No, I'm just messing with you. Of course you can get long rests. As long as you guys do what you need to do, you can totally try to take rests.
My alarm also covers that well, FYI.
It totally covers living creatures that pass the alarm.
So, do we know if we complete the long rest?
Yes, you guys will. Well, all right, we'll do this real quick then. Who is taking watch? It'll be 3 watches. Talon and Perry said they were on first. Who's following up?
Suppose I will.
Okay, and then who would be third?
Wait, who was that?
There are going to be 3 shifts for the watch. Who's going to take shifts? Talon Perry was first. Calarian was second. Who wants the third and final?
Ellis will take third watch.
Okay.
I'll do it with Valerian.
Okay. So Talon and Perry, go ahead and you can either make perception checks individually or give one advantage.
I'll give Perry advantage.
Okay. First watch goes through. Very quiet, very uneventful, other than the occasional drip of water from somewhere. You're not sure if it's the well or whatnot. But your first shift goes through unabated. Calarian and Tizio, same deal.
Would you like advantage, Valerian?
What's your perception at?
It's just a 2. I'm not proficient on it.
Me neither, so I guess, yeah, I'll take advantage on yours then.
Very nice. I would say probably towards the tail end of your shift, Calarian, you do start to hear faint chanting picking up again, but it is echoing off walls, and you're not sure how far. But nothing interferes with your watch or attempts to come into your space. Ellis, if you are the only one on the last watch, go ahead and make a perception check.
Ava would join him.
Okay. So either individual rolls or one with advantage.
Ava will take advantage, I think.
Oh, you have a higher perception than me?
I've got 5.
Oh shit. All right. You know what? I want to roll them individually.
Okay. Individual rolls from both of you, please. Oh, look at that. Nice rolls from both of you, especially with the two of you having, been together and guarded each other before. Now it's a little awkward to be awake guarding at the same time, and you take some time to whisper amongst each other about the individuals you were sent here to aid in the completion of this test, but you're a little doubtful at first, but you try to remain hopeful. You know, it was a clutch decision on Ellis's part, and Eva kind of, you know, chimes in and gives him a good pat on the back and says, you know, you did a good there, thinking on your feet. That's probably one of the reasons why we were sent here. You do hear again the chanting has continued now. It is starting to permeate off the walls and it's echoing through, but your rest goes through relatively uneventful, and you all do complete a long rest.
Does that do anything for our strength problems?
Yes, all of your strength problems go away.
Okay.
So everyone is now back to full. You get half your hit dice back. If you had a negative strength modifier, it goes away. Eva had a -3, Talon -1, Calarian -2, for those who were not keeping track.
And I apologize. There is no long rest like
Button?
option. Like we have to adjust everything manually.
I believe so, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with
How long
that,
has that already been out?
yeah, Blessing of the Forge, of course. Yeah, with that, you guys will have fully rested for the evening, and we will pick back up on this to hopefully prove to Blackstaff Tower that you guys are worthy of the name that you think you are, and continue on from there. Of course.
Awesome.
All right. Does anyone have any questions of me?
No.
Oh, good session.
Oh, well, thank you. It was a close one, guys. Glad you didn't go through that door, though.
What door?
Exactly.
Furniture door?
Exactly. Wait, the minute Talon grabbed the orb, I was like, no, wait, you guys aren't there yet. Oh, no. Like, the wizard decided to go off on his own. Oh, no.
Did you say it in the exact same tone and everything? Or?
It all happened in my head. Hey, man, I mean, you guys kind of gather the sense that one of the things this tower is testing you on is hubris. Maybe.
Orbs.
Orbs, man. Magic-y
Agree
stuffs.
to be cautious about any orbs in the future. That's the real lesson here.
I don't.
No.
Trust me. I don't generally metagame with monsters, but shadows are evil. So.
They are. And if any of you had died, you would have became a shadow.
Yeah,
In 1d4 hours.
And the fact that they do necrotic damage, which means I can't even resist them with the rage. Yeah, that's why I ran.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, all I had to do was walk into the room and cast Turn Undead, and we would have won that fight. But...
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's because like no one like shouted at Perry as to what was going on over there.
Everyone left the cleric to deal with the one creature.
I'm just like, okay. All I gotta do is walk into that room and it's over. But
Surprisingly convenient that the ghoul went through the wall to the south.
I'm up after that.
Well,
We're all done, right?
yeah, we're all done. Thank you for
right.
sticking around. I appreciate it, Clarion.
See you next
Take
week.
it easy, Clarion.
All right, yeah. Thanks for joining us into the game. This is
I
cool.
hope you guys
Excited.
enjoyed the introduction to it.
It was great. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, man, you guys
All
did
right,
great.
catch you later.
Yeah, I'll see you guys all next week.
Have a good night.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah.